Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your love forecasts for the second half of February from the 16th through the 28th. So let's take a look and see what the energy looks like for the second half of the month. General advice as always, guys, so please take from it what makes sense for you as always and release what doesn't. So let's begin. I'll be using the Grande AMORE deck. This is by Maria of La Belle Anima 13, and I'll be pulling tarot messages for my Tarot Teacher Revised Edition. All right, let's begin. What is it that you need to know, Gemini, heading into the second half of the month? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What does this energy look like? We are starting off with locked down, faithful and loyal, committed. I love that. All right, so someone is ready to commit, perhaps. They want you and only you. Golden escape, filling voids with materialistic gains. That's an interesting message, okay? So take it if it applies, you know. So I'm kind of getting a couple of messages here, but let me grab another. Let me see. We have our song, You Speak to Me Through Music and Memories. Okay, so if you relate to this, Gemini, then there are certain songs that you hear that brings up memories when it comes to this person that you're focused on. Whenever I see references to songs or music, I'm always picking up this energy that somebody could be either musically gifted or someone's in the music industry, the songwriter, plays an instrument, could be a very gifted singer. Take it if it applies. But there are musical energies presenting itself here. I'm also picking up for some of you that loyalty might have been an issue here, that somebody either wasn't faithful or somebody was already committed somewhere else, which can sometimes indicate a third party. Okay? And then this is the next message. We have gamble, taking risks and chances, luck. So if this is your story, Gemini, then maybe you took a gamble on love, but might have ended up getting hurt because somebody was already committed elsewhere. And that might have contributed to somebody really filling their life with, as it says, materialistic gains. You know, they could have just thrown all of their energy into work. And if the love life just wasn't happening, somebody threw their energies into something else. Whether that was an unhealthy behavior or really, as I've said, just kind of burning the candle at both ends. Somebody just working extra long hours just so that they wouldn't have to deal with their personal life, perhaps. And look at this next card. We've got seductress, temptation, lust, and tease. Somebody, perhaps the feminine, you were this temptation that perhaps a masculine just could not resist. Okay, so let's clarify that with some tarot here. There's this lustful energy. All right, so let's grab some tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Second half of February. What do we need to know here? All right, so now if you happen to be cross-watching for a masculine representing Gemini energy, that could represent the King of Swords. I'm feeling here for the masculine. Doesn't necessarily have to be the Gemini here or the air sign. I'm just feeling masculine energy that they weren't ready to settle down. They were perhaps entertaining things or people, of course, where they were tempted. outside of a committed partnership perhaps, or again, we might have a masculine here who might have gotten themselves entangled in a partnership through a third-party situation. Somebody's heart was already on lockdown. They were in a committed partnership. The King of Swords. This can be somebody who's loyal, okay? So take it if it applies, but sometimes the King of Swords can be a little bit on the arrogant side and be cold as well. We've got Pisces energy coming through with the Moon card. So I'm feeling there have been fantasies here that could have been fulfilled, but fantasies that were hidden as well, if that makes sense, you know? So some of these energies presenting itself here, Gemini, might be affairs and secrets and lies, which can certainly be a part of the Moon's energy, that something was being hidden, you know, kind of like sneaking around. It's a temptation that perhaps you didn't really want anyone to know. And it's interesting that we've got the World. And I was just about to say, you didn't want the world to know. And then here we are with the World card, you know. So I feel that cycle completed, because part of the equation that I'm picking up here for this storyline is somebody was already taken and committed elsewhere. That's why it's coming through with this energy of the Moon, where it was either an affair, a third-party situation, things were being hidden, and so it had nowhere else to go. The road ended, you know? That cycle needed to complete. And so here they are, reminiscing, thinking about you, or you're thinking about them. Look at this, guys. We can't make it up. Three of Swords represents heartbreak and a betrayal. Could represent a love triangle. So somebody took a gamble. Maybe it was you, Gemini, that took a gamble on this love connection, but now you guys are in separation. It hurt, though. You took a risk, but maybe ended up getting hurt. And so this could be you just filling your days and nights with other things, other people, working too hard. And now we've got the King of Pentacles right here. We could also, Divine Feminines, take it if it makes sense for you, that you got yourself into a third-party situation. You could have already been married. You could have been the one on lockdown and you were already committed elsewhere. You could have already been committed elsewhere, because the King of Pentacles represents, for example, the faithful partner. But it could be, Divine Feminines, that you were tempted by, for example, the King of Swords, you know? So one of these kings could represent, for example, a husband, a spouse, and then the other one represented the third party. And so, Divine Feminine, it really comes down to you trusting your gut and intuition with this whole situation. But I feel you both ended up getting hurt. Somebody was already married, okay? 10 of Cups. But there's also somebody here that you're in separation from, Gemini, that you still think about them clearly. You know, the memories through the songs that you hear. You're still focused on this person, but somebody's married or somebody's in a committed partnership, but you still feel connected to this person maybe. Somebody walked away, okay? Somebody walked away from this situation because it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. Okay, so let's dig a little bit deeper in part 2 if this resonates with you. Gemini, over on my Patreon side, that link is down below in the description box. If you'd like your own personal private reading, that info is down below. Thank you guys as always for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.